Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel ExcelVBA Expert. In today's video, we are going to learn top 5 tips and tricks and the secrets, I would say, that we have in SSMS itself, right? So here we are going to learn all of these things that are question that you guys can see on my screen what I have written. So the question number one here, I wanted to tell you guys that how we can have a web browser in SSMS and we can search anything, especially the SQL server documentation. How we can get all those things, and the shortcut I already have written here, Control Alt R. Let's use it. And I know the most of the user not aware of from these things, so here we will be learning all these things one by one. Okay, so let's start. So here the first is that let's have some web browsing in SSMS. Hey, it is my SSMS, guys. I am connecting it. As soon as I connected, you guys can see if I will press Control Alt R, I will be having one window here. You see, this is something which is called web browsing feature we have. So by default, as soon as you will press, and then you will be getting this SQL server documentation, guys. You see everything. If you want to search anything here, for example, I would like to search here, and what is the query to select data in SSMS. As soon as I search, I will be having this Google feature here. I mean, this is the web browsing. Here you guys can click on any link and you can go and you can have an idea here. You see, this is how, right? Whatever you can do search. For example, I'm going back, okay, and escape it, and I would like to search here. What is the shortcut to execute query in SSMS? See here, if you want to execute all the script in the current query window, simply press F5, right? Otherwise, here you can press Ctrl R to toggle the result pane shown below, right? Or you may search. You have a video as well. Let's try the video. Would get played or not. For example, I'm just searching it. I clicked on it. And I am having all these things. I am searching. I'm clicking on this. So here it is saying to update the browser, right? So we can search anything here, right? Especially the SQL Server documentation we can get. This is the feature that the people are not aware of. I hope guys that you have understood what is the importance of it. You can do anything, right? For example, here the second, how to make SSMS full screen. For example, here I have I have one query window here, and I'm writing here one query. For example, use Python database. As soon as I will execute, you see, if I would like to use Python database, Python data, not database, Python data. Control E. As soon as I execute it, I having this window. But if I would like to make it full screen, then what I can do? Simply you need to press Control Alt Shift Alt R. Shift Alt R. As soon as you will press Shift Alt R, you will be having this full screen window on your screen. You guys can see. If you will press Shift Alt R, you will be having this. You will come back on the same size of the. So here you guys can see this is the feature that we have. If you are writing the complex query and the query length is so massive, right? So that you can make it full screen. That will be easy to understand, easy to view all the query what you have written, right? So that is also the one of the feature which is very useful for all the users that who all are working on this question. Okay. Third, here you can see here we have a option how we can change the data type through the query in SQL Server. For example, here I would like to tell you one thing. I having one table here. Select star from saving. So here saving, as soon as I execute it, so here you guys can see I have a amount amount field. If I would like to get what is the data type we have in this amount field, so sp help and table name that you need to write. As soon as you will execute, you will be having all the details, okay, regarding this table. So you guys can see in the amount I having the plot data type, plot, but I would like to make it what, begin. How we can do that? it is currently showing float. Now I would like to make it, big it. So manually you guys can go and if I would talk about the wizard base, so you can go, in the design mode there in the manually you can change the data type, right? But when it comes about to change it through the query, then how we can do that? Basically we need to do the alteration here. So all in what I mean to say by the alteration, so what you need to do is you just need to write here alter table savings. Okay, that is the first line that you need to write. And the second, what you need to do, alter column. Which column? Amount. Here instead of float I would like to have a begin. This is the query that you guys need to write. As soon as I will execute, you will be able to see the index CL dependent on the column amount. Okay, here we have, I think, done something. Alter table, alter column amount field because one or more object accesses column. Okay, so here we have some connection here. For example, we don't have a connection. For example, let me see how many tables I do have here. Select a star from select star from system tables. So here I having how many tables I have here? One more table by the name of dummy table. So let me see what I have in the dummy table. Select the star from dummy table. So I having the sales. So here I would like to get the details of here dummy table. Let me see what data type I have. So here you guys can see it is coming. It is coming. Let's copy the data table. So in sales I already have begin, but I would like to make it now int. Right, so what I can do, I can directly just replace the saving by the dummy table with that, and instead of amount I can write here sales. Already it is beginning, I would like to make it in. Okay, now I'm executing, control E, you see commands completed successfully. Now I would like to check it. So earlier it was showing begin, now you guys can see it is end. So this is how that you guys can, I will also attach this query, okay, in the description box with a file. You guys can go and download it for your practice. So this is how that we can change the data type as well through the query. Okay. Fourth, in the fourth, for example, that if we don't know, if I'm talking about those users who all are not aware of from the massive queries with the SQL, right? If somebody wants to see what type of query that we can have for some execution for some task, for example, I would like to create a procedure. If I don't know how to create a procedure, then how we can get those queries? So here we have a one, by default feature in the SSMS. Okay, from where we can have such a query. So what you can do, you need to go in the view, you need to go in the template explorer. You guys can see, click on this. As soon as you will click, so here you will be having this option. For example, you want to do something on aggregate, so come and aggregate, create a aggregate, drop a aggregate. If you want to do the backup of it, you guys can come here. Okay, if I would like to have let me show you uh here, for example, in the backup, if I would like to backup the database, so I can double click on this. If I will double click, so I will be having this query. This is the query through which I can backup, I can do the backup of any database. Okay, you guys can see any database, right? You can come here, database name you need to give here, simple. Okay, and you need to give the path where you want to have the storage, and where you want to have the backup of the database, right? So for example, if you want to do something else, come in the database, you will be able to see. If you want to have a data, if you want to have a query of attached database, how we can have that query, double click on this. So this is the query, okay, of the attaching the database, right? So here if you want to if you want to give the role of the any database, so come here, double click on this, create a database role. For example, I'm clicking on this. This is the role that, okay, the alter, control, deleting, this is the role that you are giving to the particular user, right? So role name, authorization, production owner, to whom that you are giving it, right? So all such a query that you can have from this template browser. So this is really really very very helpful for all of us guys, right? You can go little down as well. You can have lot of feature. You guys can come down. You can have the query as per your requirement, guys. Come in the table. In the table you will be able to see add columns. Double click on this. So this is a query that you can add the columns as well, right? Go little down. right? So this is how that you can do, we are having the conditions as well. So a lot of things we need to, go through the queries, right? So this is something which is very very powerful feature, as per me. It really helps a lot. It really helps us. Okay. So fourth also we have done. Fifth, how to do the table scanning before executing any query. For example, as I told you here, I am deleting it, remove it, delete it. Here you guys can see. For example, I would like to have a prior information, before executing the command with this command. So what I can do, I can delete it. I can delete. If I'm pressing Control L, for example, I would like to execute it. Control E, I execute it. So this is the window that I have got. Right, if I would press Control L, so what I will be having this error because incorrect syntax, a Control L does not support. So basically Control L, help us to have a information prior executing whatever the things. So for example, I would like to execute very simple code, simple query, select star from savings. Okay, now I would like to have the prior information of it. So I am pressing Control L. As soon as I will press Control L, so it will tell me what type of query that you are trying to enter. So you guys can see query cost relative to the batch 0% use Python data, because this is the table which is existing in the Python database. So this is the information you guys can see. So what type of query it is? It is a TSQL. You guys can see, all the details you guys can see, right? Let me make it little big. Come down. So here you guys can see this is the query that we are trying to executing. This is the select star from estimate operator cost, what estimated number of rows for all the execution, number of rows as per the execution. This is the table actual execution. You will be having here all the row size, number of rows, number of columns. You guys can have all the details like this, prior executing it, right? If you don't know what query, because we know there are five type of queries that we have in SSMS, right? TSQL, DDL, DML, DCL, TCL, and DQL, right? So these are the five that we have, and what it is. And for example, we are dropping a procedure. So in which query it comes, that you can have an idea, like you can have a idea, you can have a information through Control L. Okay, that will really help you out to know what type of query you are writing in SSMS, right? So that is something which is really really very good. So I hope guys that you have understood what all I wanted to tell you guys. So I hope that these are the five top tips and tricks and the secrets we have in SSMS, right? So thank you so much everyone for watching the video. Thanks a lot.